All we're doing today is we're just going to do a little bit of a microphone test because, of course, as a YouTuber, I'm officially a professional YouTuber, I guess. I don't know what qualifies as
Over
professional.
1,000 subscribers.
Exactly. But, we always want a way to make our videos better.
Mhm.
And I've definitely noticed a weak point in my videos has been audio. And audio is a really hard one to fix. You can buy a better camera, and get better quality, but audio requires so many factors. So what I ended up doing is I got a cheap lapel set. My lovely assistant is wearing one, and I too am wearing one. And I'm hoping this will help with some downfalls of filming, which I'm going to talk about right now. And that is a couple of different things. One is distance. Of course, using the camera microphone is all well and good if I'm going to stand here like this. But as soon as, and I should mention another thing, the type of films we do are animal related. They're outdoors, they're live. We don't do studio stuff where a phone camera could probably pick up the slack. So, for example, right now there are dogs, right? So if I wanted to go over here and film this dog and Jessica wanted to talk to me, like just say whatever it is you want to say
So
or anything.
Beetlejuice is so cute and loving, and he's just a fantastic little boy, and we love him so much. But we also love the cooch, because the cooch is our
So
baby.
while she was talking, I walked away from her. I'm clear across the yard right now. I can't actually hear her, but I'm assuming that when I go back to review this, the microphone's going to have picked it up.
Mhm.
And that's just one of the many things that happens a lot. I have to stay right in her face in order to pick up her sound. She's also a low talker, and that's just a factor of many people. I'm a really loud talker. She's a really low talker. Another thing is that do you want to turn around, face away from me, and just say a few things?
So this is very weird.
This is very
And
weird, and I could just barely hear her say that. But once again, I'm betting the microphone picked up on that.
probably
And it's also the same if you were to count to 10, like 1, 2.
from here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
So if I
4,
was going over
5,
here and I had to
6,
film something
7,
behind me,
8, 9,
um,
10.
once again, she's wearing a microphone, so that would continue to pick that up, right?
Mhm.
And that is the difference between the phone mic and these lapel mics. Now, there's a couple issues with the lapel mic that I found out. Sorry, we have like a million motorcycles go
Well,
by.
this might be actually a good test
Exactly.
to go with.
We will
noise.
see. We will see if that drowned out the motorcycles over our voice. So there might be a dampening, and I imagine there are in any type of fancy microphone. But a cell phone microphone is directional, so
Mhm.
whatever you point at, it's going to pick up.
Yeah.
Now that being said, what I was going to talk about the lapel is that Jessica's a quiet talker, and I'm very loud. I noticed that I kind of boom in the microphone. I have to actively think about calming down a little bit.
Mhm.
So there is a sweet spot there. But this is what the lapel's like. So I tested front, back, side to side, and distance,
Mhm.
and we are going to compare that to the cell phone microphone, and see the difference.
Yeah.
So let's do that right now. So now we're comparing to the cell phone microphone. One thing I did notice in my early comparisons is that I find when you're in the perfect conditions, the cell phone microphone is crisp and clear, and it's really nice. It's really pleasant when all things are perfect. It doesn't have an echo. I find the lapel has a slight echo, but I find this really nice. So did you want to talk a little bit?
So I.
Yeah, I know.
What you're talking about. I'm
That's
so on the.
That's
on
perfect.
The spot.
It's perfect. So now what I want you to do is turn back onto me and just say a thought or two.
So I feel like we need to get the soup off the fucking rack. It's getting a little long.
Okay, perfect. So I could barely hear that. I have no idea. The camera probably picked it up a little better than me. But once again, I'm just going to get you to count from 1 to 10 again while I turn around and film something that's magically behind me, like I need to do in real life.
Like a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, I don't know what I'm sure that sounded muffled at a few situations. Also, there's a lot of noise going on next to us in the street. We talked about the lapel microphone may be canceling out some of that noise. I have a feeling the cell phone won't do as well, but we'll see. I'm sure that's all technology.
Yeah, I guess that's probably why some of our videos do have to be cropped together, because we'll start and then a truck or a car will go by and we'll actually have to stop.
Yeah, because
like that, in order, and that's even with Dean talking, really.
Right.
So.
And then the last one is I need you to think up something to say, because I'm going to walk away to that same point where I walked to Cujo,
Okay.
and see how well it can pick you up when I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So
I am falling behind in my task today because we spent most of the day waiting for people to show up for delivery. And now we're doing a video. My food that's in the garage right now. I got it. And here we are.
here we are. So we're back to the perfect spot. We actually have a helicopter going over our head. But you know what? That's the reality of filming in the outdoors with animals. So these are all things that we're going to factor into our little microphone test. And you know what the fun part is? I have to stop it right now without giving any type of conclusion, because I don't know what the results are. I need to actually hear them on the computer. And then, yeah, and then we'll talk about what ended up being better. Once again, I do find that the camera on the phone is better for my voice, because I talk loud and it doesn't crackle or boom or anything. But you compare me to a low talker and she's farther from the camera, and that's where the lapel might come out ahead.
And
we're going to find out.
Behind scenes, Dean is like,
yeah,
tell me to speak up more, or I'll turn around and he'll cut it out of the video. But basically, he's told me to turn around.
Yeah.
Because he can't hear me as soon as I turn around.
Yeah.
Even though we're 2 feet apart. Yeah. So really, the only time that I am very clear on the videos without a mic is when I'm filming.
Yeah. And a little thing like what just happened, our dog came up to us and I wanted to film him. In order to do that while Jessica was talking, I have to stand at an angle. I can't just go like that. I have to keep her face pointed at the camera. Those are all things that I'm hoping will go away with the lapel. Yeah. We are going to move toward that type of sound. Please let us know what you think and if it improves things and if you find it more enjoyable. We want to film it in the way that's best to hear. And maybe you're just like, well, the easy solution is just to not have Jessica in the videos. Who knows? Oh, that would just make my life completely easy. So you're saying remove Jessica from my life. Okay. No, there's 2 votes for that so far. We'll see what the tally is by the end. Okay, bye guys. All right, well, there you have it between the lapel mic and the camera mic. I would just like to point out that the results were a little different than I was expecting. I think the camera mic wins by a long shot. And I wanted to like the lapel mic, I really did. I think there are certain times when the lapel mic definitely comes out ahead. When you're out in the field, if you need to be mobile, if the source of what you're filming might move away from you, you might need to change direction. If you're not in a perfect interview situation, I think a lapel mic could be good. But you just heard what I heard, and you hear what I'm saying now. The lapel mic is muffled. I do not like how it sounds. Now, sound is very subjective. So long as you can hear people, things like muffle and that may bother some and not others. I did not like what I heard. That is a cheap lapel mic, absolutely. You can get really expensive ones. You can get $300 ones, but I wanted to get an entry-level one just to see sort of what I could expect. Now, if the quality was considerably better, I would 100% pick a lapel mic for all the reasons I've already said. It is much more usable in a real environment. When you're coming to homesteading, when you're doing anything outside, the world might require you change direction quickly. There are a lot of things going on, and the lapel mic would be better. but that quality needs to be higher. And the problem is, I don't know if that $300 microphone, like the Rode microphone or the uh, DJI, would be better. Uh, I just don't know, and it's a huge investment to take the gamble. I've seen reviews; they seem pretty good, but my phone quality is pretty good. Like it blows it out of the water. Am I going to get a better quality for that money, considering that the phone comes with a camera? Sorry, the phone comes with a microphone that's of this high quality. Um, there were certain things I really did like besides the versatility. I like that it managed to drown out other noises. There were cars passing by. There was a helicopter at one point, dogs barking. It did a really good job of keeping the focus on the subject, which is excellent. But like I said, another downside of it was voice level differences. Now, I'm sure you can go into a post production screen and alter volume levels, absolutely. But I'm talking about just out of the box, right? Like this is homesteading, this is vlogging, this is a studio setting. I want something that you can plug in and play and will work. The phone does it. So I wanted a lapel mic that could do the same thing. So my booming voice, I have to be careful or I can actually make the mic crackle. Now, my girlfriend, who has a really quiet voice, it's almost perfect for her. So once again, it depends on what you're in the market for. If you like the sound of what you heard, there's no reason not to get that mic. It is cheap, it is convenient, it is plug and play. Literally, you plug it in the USB slot and away you go. USB-C, that is. But when it comes to the camera microphone, which we're listening to right now, it's better. It's crisp, it's real. It doesn't sound like it's muffled or it's artificial. It sounds real to reality. It sounds like that is what it is. Um, so you can't go wrong in this setting, in an office setting with a phone mic. I would never use a lapel mic, that lapel mic especially, over this in this setting. Now, some people might say, well, you're not supposed to, or, you know, that's for a different thing. And that might be true. I would really like a microphone that can do it all. I'm not saying I want a microphone that I can walk 25 feet away and still get audio. That was just playing around. But I want a microphone that could be good indoors and outdoors. Um, Maybe it's a shotgun microphone. There's other microphones I need to investigate. But this really opened my eyes that the lapel, at least a cheap one, is not going to work. The sound quality's not there. Maybe there's another budget one with a better brand. I don't know. But I'm going to keep looking because that is not what I was looking for. So anyway, thanks for joining. This is my conclusion. Um, and I'm going to continue searching the market for something that can fit my needs. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.